we got. So this is telling me what to do right now. Fury of the Mountain God will go right in. Let's see. So we also have. Unfortunately, this Tormented Ritualist is not going to come back around to us. I don't think I'm going to see that. We'll probably see Neophyte of Zarlox. Mazid Spearman's not bad either. I think we'll go Fury of the Mountain God, though. It's a 4/4 that we can... troop deals damage. Any damage. We could also pick up the Electroid and go Dwarves, but... I think I want to try. I want to try Blood. Let's try it. It'd be really amazing if this Tormented Ritualist came back around, but I know it's not going to happen. So... hopefully we'll get Spearman or Zarlox. I mean, this is a heavy blood pack anyways. Yeah, click on our cards so we can take it. So I think we'll just stick with that. There's a, yeah, this is a really good pack. It's really hard. I'm sure some other people probably would have gone Ritualist or something else. So the Crackling Bolt is really good. The Bone Crusher is also really good here. Sly Huntress isn't bad. I think I'm just going to... So if I take this Brutal Bone Cracker, it's going to force people out of blood, which is really what I want, because I want to have some really high-quality blood cards. And by passing this Crackling Bolt, it's going to tell people that Ruby is super open, because it's 2 people and this is passed by. So I would like to take the Crackling Bolt here, but I'm going to do this to force blood, is what I'm doing here. So I'm just basically forcing the draft is by taking that guy. Actually organized by cost. Now this Fury the Mountain God is kind of deceiving because he costs 8, but he doesn't really cost 8 because he'll get cheaper and cheaper as the game progresses. Giant Mosquito is another classic one for the blood deck. That's pretty much the pick here, because we can sacrifice some dudes and make this thing I've had dominate my face as a 3/3 life drain with the champion power. So I mean that's pretty much the pick here. So we're gonna go with that Giant Mosquito. Hex music is pretty loud. All right, I'll turn it down. Let's see here. Thanks for telling me that. Sorry, I can fix it. Mixer, Hex. There we go. That should help out quite a bit. Subterranean Saboteur, and then Feeding the Young Ones is removal. Again, we're forcing people out of blood. So again, if we take this Feeding the Young Ones, it's going to keep forcing people out of blood. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'll take the Feeding the Young Ones just to force people further out of blood. I'm not sure if there's another shard that I'm really reading right now. Sentinel of Nilzan is not bad. Wild is usually pretty safe for us to go into. I also have a Neophyte Zarlox. I like and don't like this guy because he feels like he's more of a stall card than an aggressive card. We got the Overtime bot if we get Ruby later, maybe. For the if we happen to get like whatever it's called, that Ruby card. I'm forgetting what cards are called. The one where it basically deals 1 point of damage when you exhaust your dude. So I think we're going to Neophyte. We're just going to keep forcing out blood. We could also get Sentinel of Nolzan, but we really don't have a lot of ramp or anything to get to him. Wretched Wrangler. You can discard... I can discard shards and then turn them into battle hoppers once. So that seems pretty decent. I'm going to need some fodder to pitch to my champion power anyways. So that's fine. We can pick up this guy. Runt Gang wouldn't be bad. Thorn Tongue Snapdragon if we decide to go into Wild. This is kind of a heavy Wild. I'm kind of reading that Wild is kind of still open. So we may end up splashing Wild or going into Wild a little bit. So here's our... No, this isn't pack 1 yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have two more picks and then we'll see our pack 1 again. Meek is okay. I'm not really seeing a lot of blood here. So someone else is also blood that's close by. Probably within 3 or 4 seats. Probably 4 seats away there's somebody in blood, I'd say. Sly Huntress is decent as a Ruby card. Maybe I feel like kind of forcing out Wild though. Tunnel a card for free. If I pick up some tunneling, that could be good. I'm gonna pick up this Spirit Oracle though. That seems decent. We'll pick up the Spirit Oracle here. Lunar Burrower is pretty good. We also have a Hawkwind is okay. Cunning Skullcaster is probably our pick here though. Yeah, just a solid, quick orc body just to start pummeling people in the face. And if things get bad, we can always pitch him and then buff our Mosquito or something. I like the Runar Burrower too, but we're not really super committed to Wild just yet. And the Hawkwind's not bad. Squirrel Titan's kind of a vanilla body. We don't have any ramp to get to it. So here's our pack 1. So yeah, just like I said, we did not see whatever it's called come back around to us, the 1-1. We have another Wretched Wrangler, but I think the Neophytes just hedges it out. We also got a Thorntongue Snapdragon, which is pretty good if we were a little bit heavier in Wild. This tells me that Wild is super open right now. I've already got Spirit Oracle. I don't know that I necessarily want more than one of these in the deck. It's one of those that's really hard to get to anyways. Cottontail Scout is probably the pick here because we want to kind of force people out of Wild, and then this is also forcing people into like Sapphire and Ruby for those human players out there. So just, yeah, you go ahead and go humans. We're not going humans this time anyways. We got the Strength of the Redwoods, not bad. We also have the Rotting Buffalo. I think I just want to keep sticking with the Blood though. We'll just keep, we're not, again, we got 2 wild cards which are not really the best. So I want to keep pushing Blood, keep pushing people out of Blood. Manti Ranger, again, so as my secondary thing, I'm going to take this as the body. I could also counterpick the Slug Lord, the Slag Lord. The Shatter Shield's a pretty good removal card. The Fish Hands is okay, I guess. There's a Hawkwind, or a Overtime Bot probably fits our deck better, actually. In case, well, I guess that's one specific case, and we're not really in Ruby at all. Let's take the Hawkwind, I guess. Take the Hawkwind. There's a Snapdragon. I think I took like 3 of these last week, the mono wild deck, and I felt okay about it. Like, you know, especially with a mono wild deck. I actually really like the Thorntongue Snapdragon. A Zedu here, so I can, if I don't see anything else. Oh, there's that Ritualist. We probably have to take this Ritualist here. It's not going to come back around to us, and we're going to pass this Zedu, which is unfortunate. I'm not sure how much he's worth right now. I guess I'll let it drain down. If there's somebody in the channel that wants it, let me know and I'll draft it for you, but right now I'm looking at this Tormented Ritualist is pretty much my best pick here. Hopefully we'll get Thirst. Thirst is probably not going to come back to me. I'll probably see Wretched Wrangler come back around. Strength of a Redwood, we'll probably see that again. We might see Excavation Hulk again. Most of the rest of these we're really not going to see come back around. Maybe the Cavern card. But the rest of this stuff is a pretty good pack. So I'm not seeing anything in channel. I'm going to let it drain all the way down, just so you guys are aware. So, but this Ritualist, at least I get the Ritualist. It's got that amazing start of the game when we play those shards. It's going to just keep coming through for 3, unblockable. It's pretty amazing. It's got a weak body for removal, but I mean, it'll, you know, it's a 1-for-1 at least. It uses up that removal card. So okay, looks like nobody's saying anything, so I'm going to take that guy. A Filk Ape gets passed to us. Kind of counterproductive because we'll be buffing our troops. So I don't especially like picking this guy up. He isn't doing too well in the auction house, anyways. As far as not the non-AA version of him, which is a lot of people kind of like that better, anyways. Lethal Weapons is not bad as removal, but Tepidal's Thirst is probably better for us as we're edging towards a mono blood deck. The Mazet Spearman's okay too, but I'm not a huge fan of him. I think I just like the Tepidal's Thirst is probably what we're going to pick up here as a removal card slash a buff card. You know, there's a very good chance we could have it like on the Giant Mosquito, like a 3/3 Mosquito suddenly turns into a 6/2 Mosquito with Life Drain. If our opponent doesn't have anything to oppose us. Wow, some good rares are getting passed to us. There's Augith, which is a really good card for a specific deck. Killblade is probably our pick here, though. There's another Cogtepidal's Thirst, and Born to Die is probably not what we're looking for. So I would just go with the Killblade. Good early drop there. We can sack it if we need to. It trades really well with those big troops. You know, in the humans deck that we may have a hard time with. Warlord, 2 or less, can't be blocked. Cost 2 or less. So we'll probably take the Warlord here. We could also take the Darkspire Punisher. We have the Giant Mosquito. Paladin Necropolis is good too. Maybe Paladin's best. Let's see here. Interplay each troop you control with 2 or less cost. I don't really have a lot of those. So that doesn't seem as good as Paladin. Paladin seems a lot better, which edges us into more of a life drain realm. Maybe we'll see this Mosquito again, maybe not. We'll probably more likely see the Punisher come back to us. So let's get this Paladin of Necropolis, and we're in pack 2, so some of the things we did in pack 1 are already kind of working. We'll probably take this Inductive Copter Bot. We could take Burrow Bunny, but the Inductive Copter Bot is just more well-rounded for us. Gets our champion ability off more, and it has that evasive. You know, as a one of, I think it's alright in the deck. Again, we're probably edging towards a mono blood deck anyways. We got a couple of wild cards, but nothing that's like ridiculous that tells me, hey, you will play mono wild. Or dip into wild, rather. Troop dots, while this is underground, it becomes a 4/4. That seems pretty good. So we'll probably pick up this guy. Again, Madden Spearman's okay. Lethal Weapons is also pretty decent, but I think getting the body of the Grave Nibbler is probably better. I do like having some tricks, but I'll take that. There's a Battlecry Warlord again. Let's see. I've got the Mosquito and Sparkcaster. I mean, he might work. We'll see what he does here. We'll see what he does for us. I kind of, again, the Neophyte Zarlox feels like it's more of a stall tactic than more of a legitimate thing. So we'll probably take the Cocktail Scout here. This makes our deck a little bit better because we do have some troops we have to bury underground with that tunneling, some tunneling troops. And we can play this guy for 2. So that kind of makes me want to play Wild just a little bit more, but probably not enough more. I do like consistency when I'm playing decks. Yeah, I know some Sapphire player has both August and some Control Sapphire player has August and Zedu. Yeah, they're probably pretty stoked. So we can take the Punisher here. We can take another Cocktail's Thirst. It has a lot of targets, but then again, it doesn't. It does cantrip us. I don't know. There's a chance I'm not going to see a lot of Darkspire, but we'll see. We'll see how much more Darkspire. Lethal Weapons came back around, so we'll pick that up as removal. Excellent card to have a removal. It does give them permanent lethal, which is pretty awesome. If we could get something with Quick Strike, that would be even better. Like but you know, we've already been through all the packs and we saw that there's no Cock it Twice or anything, so we won't be seeing that, unfortunately. Although that would put us in a diamond to get the Swift Strike, so yeah, that probably doesn't really work. Battle Hardened Paw. Yeah, Trick of the Light. Keep forcing people out of Wild, basically, by taking this guy. That's all I'm doing there. Again, force people out of Wild by taking... I guess the Squirrel Titan's better here. Take the body that's aggressive. I'll take Lethal Weapons as its removal. Especially like if I'm running up against that Wild player in the pod, like Lethal Weapons is gonna hopefully do pretty well for me. And that guy is my Dredge. I definitely don't need him. Trial of Faith. Probably that's a, you know, not a great rare. Contel Ronin's not bad. We also have a Headless Executioner. That's going to table for sure. There's a Darkspire Enforcer versus my other Darkspire card. Probably not the best. This is really a bad pack to have as the Blood player. Could take the Shards of Fate. Maybe I'll just take the Darkspire Enforcer. Yeah, that's like the best card here. Or maybe the Cottontail Ronin's the best card here. Maybe the Cottontail Ronin's the best card here. Yeah, just in case, I guess I decide to go into Wild. I mean, I like the Darkspire guy too, but chances are he's going to table. The Cottontail Ronin's not, so... Blood Savant. Servant? Ritualists kind of fits the theme of the deck. Transform 3 target troops in the graveyard, put them in a player in control. Probably the Ritualist? This guy kind of fits the deck, I guess. The 2-cost, the low 2-cost type cards. Probably Savant here. Yeah, I won't see this Ritualist come back around, unfortunately. But my champion power already sacrifices, so yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Let's see, we got a Conky Bunny. It could be okay for us. Inquisition's probably our pick here, though. Yeah. We also have a Bloodbearer's not bad, but Inquisition's just got that removal. We also have a Sapper's Charge we're passing up for this Inquisition, but I think Inquisition's better than Sapper's Charge. Here we can really snipe a lot of really bad stuff. Fang works amazingly well with our Fury of the Mountain Gods, so we'll probably pick that up here. Determined Zombie is not the greatest. I don't don't think I want to play Infusion Device. We could also get Malfunctioning Warbot, but Fang's gonna definitely do some damage to my own face, which will make Fury a lot cheaper. So we want to be able to play this guy quickly. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna put on him, especially in Mono Blood. It would probably be the minus power equal to his power gem. It'll probably be that one, and the one that gives him evasion. Or is that Ruby? That's a Ruby. The one that does something, I don't know. Maybe the one that, like, where he gets stronger, like when he attacks, his front end gets bigger. 2 Battle Hoppers are at Sapper's Charge, the Wall of Corpses. I'm thinking Sapper's Charge here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the pick. Although the Shroom Shot works better with our deck with all the sacrificing. Chances are pretty good I'm going to see another Shroom Shot, so I'm going to take the Sapper's Charge here, just more removal. There's a pretty good chance I'm going to see another Shroom Shot, so I'll just, yeah, Sapper's Charge is overall a better card, even though Shroom Shot works better for our deck. Terrible Transfer is amazing. That's going to be a must for our deck. There's no other picks here anyways. Easy pick for us. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah, I can tell there's definitely someone that's 4 or 5 seats away that's picking up the blood cards on the other side of the pod. So I'm not really seeing a lot of reason to go into blood right now, so I'm going to start pulling these, or I mean the wild right now. So I'm going to start pulling these cards out of here while we're waiting to kind of see what we're working with better. Another Determined Zombie is not the greatest. We're probably, oh, there's a Brute Creeper. That's an auto pickup. So that's kind of a windfall in this pack 3 for us, because seeing that here, that means there was another blood card that person 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that would make this picks. So yeah, this has made it quite a way. So there was another blood card that got picked up over this Brute Creeper. That's a pretty good pickup for us. Another Terrible Transfer, amazing for us Mono Blood, our Mono Blood deck. That can really put us back in the game, especially because it's quick action. We can do it during combat. It's just going to be, I think it's going to be really good for us. There's that Executioner's our pack 1. So we'll probably pick up Executioner here. It's just another like big body. He can't block obviously, so if we're in a bad position, we're in a bad spot, but hopefully we're not in a bad spot if we need to actually play him. We got 1 Mosquito, but that should be okay. I'm feeling okay about this deck. It looks, respectable. I probably won't play this Headless Executioner main deck. There's a chance we could swap it around later. So we just take the biggest body here. Yep, pretty much that would be this guy. Captain of the Guard could actually be a problem for us if it resurrected something that was really big that our opponent had. Again, take the biggest body here. I think there's more chance people are going to play Captain of the Guard than there are Blood Cray Zealot, but he does see play. Blood Cray Zealot does see play. Determined Zombie, I guess. Oh my god, I've got 27 cards. I've got more than enough cards already. Bravery, I take a trick. No, I think I'll just take the Briar Legion here, just counterpick that Briar Legion. Shroom Shah. See, I told you I'd get a Shroom Shah. I think that might have been the one I passed. I just tabled. The Blood player didn't want it. So the Blood player's probably in another shard, I think. Let's see, Suppressive Fire or Radiant Armor. Suppressive Fire, I guess. And there's a Determined Zombie. Okay. Alright, I don't feel too bad about this. We'll see what happens. We only got like 1 or 2 rare cards out of this one, but we passed some nice rares, kind of. Alright, let's see here. So turn it to blood. this guy. Sniper's charge. 1 lethal weapons. Yeah, fight's okay. We'll just put 1 in for now. Inquisition. 2 terrible transfer. The Bone Crusher's really good. Dark Spire guy will make him discard. That's pretty good. Definitely want the Killblade. Definitely want the Giant Mosquito. Nibbler's good. Definitely want this Fury. Let's see. So we're definitely giving him. Put target troop from your graveyard into your hand. Maybe I should do that. I mean, that seems pretty good. I can pull my troops back? Sure, let's go with that. Troop gets -1/-1. Or I have a rage 1. Let's go with that. Let's do the -1/-1. When they block them, they get smaller. It makes them easier to deal with? Sure. Let's do that. Let's get that guy. Paladin Necropolis is really good. Feeding is removal. Cognitiv's Thirst is cantrip plus removal, possibly. Shropshire is good for this deck for sure. So we're at 19 cards. What's our curve look like? Cost. So some 1-drops, 2s. Lots of 2-drops. Yeah, I think we can play this Warlord for sure. And Savant then. Sparkcaster works pretty well there. Inductive Contrabot or Wretched Wrangler or Inductive Contrabot? Probably Inductive Contrabot's better. I mean, I like Wretched Wrangler, but 2/2 for 3, create some Battle Hoppers, I guess, off of a Blood Shard. This is actually a pretty quick deck. We may actually be able to play it at 16 shards. Yeah, but I do have a terrible transfer. Make sure I got that guy sharded, or got him socketed rather. I think I'm just gonna play it safe, and we'll go 17 shards here. Let's get our champion. There he is, Benoshi, who will allow me to sacrifice a troop, and another troop gets +2/+2. So that seems pretty good. Yeah, we'll get our 17 shards and say go. I'll call it good. So we did that in like less than 5 minutes. But we built most of the deck already. I kind of like the Darkspire Punisher, even though there's no more Darkspire cards, because he can make our opponent discard. That seems pretty good. Oh, where's my, did I already put it in here? Yeah, Inquisition's already in there. Just making sure I have all the good stuff in here. Again, Neophyte can come in versus a longer match against some sort of control player. Lethal weapons against somebody that's playing a lot of bigger troops, like maybe that Sapphire player that we passed all that really good stuff to. But I mean, we were playing some pretty low, quick and fast aggro type of deck, you know. Especially because we can do things like turn 1 we can play like Fang, and then turn 2 we could play Shroomshaw, for instance, and then sacrifice it to Benoshi and have like a 4/4 Fang of the Mountain God on turn 3. That seems pretty relevant. Or we can buff up Bonecracker and make it so it's really just hard to deal with him. Or we could even buff up our Fang of the Mountain God. Now he like deals damage to people and hurts them, and resurrects our dudes. We're gonna be killing a lot of our own dudes, so I mean, resurrecting them from the graveyard seems pretty powerful. So yeah, I think this should be good. 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna spring it on us when they remove those. So he is going with, oh, and I didn't choose, I always forget to choose my deck sleeve. Obviously I want to play first. Give my opponent a good luck, have fun in the battle thing. This is a very doable hand, so we're going to keep this. So we got the turn 1 Killblade and the turn 2 Inquisition. Hopefully we'll draw some more shards and get some more action going on with this deck. He's obviously wild. He's playing the... We did pass a decent amount of wild cards, but we've got at least 1 Killblade, and we've got lethal weapons in the reserve, so we'll side in a lethal weapons against this deck. Yeah, having the turn 2 Inquisition, I think, is going to be a huge... Again, against this type of deck because I can snipe those massive drops. Really need to draw a resource here though. Or just keep drawing 2 drops or something. Alright, resource, awesome. Sweet. So we'll go ahead and Inquisition him before combat so we can see what's in his hand. He's got a Surprise Runt Gang, Battle-Hardened Paw, Evolve, and a Burrower. What do I want? Probably the Runear Burrower, because that's the one that can really get out of hand. So let's take that guy. That's the guy that can really get out of hand. Somehow my clock is at 30? It took a while. My clock should be lower than that. I'm not sure what's happening there. It should catch up. I think the chess clocks are a little bit messed up in this game sometimes. So let's turn 2 Battle-Hardened Paw. Don't really want to give up my Killblade for that. We get to play a Brood Creeper here, and that's not going to make him want to swing. And then we got Neophyte to follow up. One more shard, we'll be able to Terrible Transfer if we need to. Just buffs his hand, sure. Play something underground. It's all wilds. Maybe another Runear Burrower. I'm not sure how many of those I saw. He shouldn't swing here because Brood Creeper's out. We really want to get that Spider Spawn in play. No. Okay. So there, Neophyte here. We're not really seeing a lot of our expendable troops that we can use. We're seeing the troops we kind of want to buff with the expendable troops. Until Scout, yep. So you can bury something for free. He also has Evolve in his hand, so we can make this guy a 4-3, and this guy can be a 3-2, which is pretty relevant. Ooh, Warrior of Andronicus, so we're definitely going to want to Terrible Transfer that guy. In fact, I'm probably going to just Terrible Transfer him next turn. I take a lot of damage, but I get health back. Just gonna buff him. He's got Evolve. That will put him out of range for a turn if he uses thing. I'm just gonna Terrible Transfer him now, just because I guess I can always Killblade, so he doesn't want to do anything here, because I can just Killblade this guy anyways. Yeah, let's just play Paladin here. Sacrifice anything though. Alright. Let's just pass the turn back. Things get crazy, I can throw Killblade in front of one of these guys. I've got 20 life, so I mean, with the Paladin plus Neophyte, that's kind of a combo. He's one away from his champion ability to double buffing his whole field. Surprise Runt Gang, yep. That's pretty good. Okay, end step, we'll go ahead and use this guy. Start milling him out. Didn't hit any troops, we've hit all shards or something, or a shard. We just hit a shard. So the Terrible Transfer gets better every time I play a shard, so we have to play it. I don't really like the board state sacrificing anything, so we're going to sit on this board state. Yep, that's what I thought. That's fine. I hope he could probably swing him with the warrior, but he can't buff him now because he doesn't have the resource. He needs 2. Or he needs 1. So if I terrible transfer, that's 6. Could have a trick in hand. I want a terrible transfer. We'll see if he's got the trick. So we're just kind of playing a stall game here. Oh, never mind. Now we're not so much stalling now. Do I want to sacrifice? Probably buff my paladin of... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice the kill blade to buff the paladin here. Just getting him a little bit bigger. I don't especially like doing that, but that seems pretty good given the board state. This way, if he swings in with like battle hoppers, I can like block them pretty legitimately. Or even this battle hardened paw. And it depends if he has like wild growth or something for battle hardened paw. That's a 2-for-1. Well, that's a 2-for-2 if you count that. Yeah, gets the guy. He's just kind of waiting for a shard so he can buff his field again. He's gonna swing in. I have to expect that there's tricks here. So let's see if I can double buff. Swing back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, I'm fine with that. I'll just take 10. I think he has tricks anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Because now I get to swing back with like Brood Creeper if he doesn't have any second main phase troops. Yeah, see, there's a wild growth there. He's trying to get the damage in. Survival of the fittest. Yeah, I see. So it's a 3-for-2, I guess. Or it's a 2-for-2 because he had to use two cards to do that. And now I'm getting taken damage though. That's unfortunate. I do get Brood Creeper gets through, and I get a dude. Feeding. 2 Bellhoppers. So I get to deal 3 damage. I feel like killing that guy in Retribution. This is 1 resource. Yeah, it's just feeding right now. And I can... just go and swing through. Let's get the... I could have buffed there first. I probably should have. Kind of wanted to buff this neophyte though. That's what I really wanted to buff. Cluckadon. Kill my battle hopper. Oh well. Could have been worse. It's a pretty good rare pull for a draft. Just keep bleeding dry. Draw a resource, I can swing with Ritualist. Otherwise I just push. I guess I just play the Bone Cracker and push him. I'm surprised he still hasn't drawn that 4th shard, or the 5th shard. That's just crazy. Oh man, I missed my Neophyte. Oh man. Oh, but there's a giant mosquito. I can sacrifice like Spider Spawn to buff it next turn. Start dealing all kinds of damage. Make sure that I don't skip this end step again. That was kind of a big play mistake. Oh, what a top deck. What a top deck. See, I told you, Thorntongue Snapdragon. He's amazing. Oh, there's the, yep, there's the buff. That's pretty good. It's 0 resources, so now I know he doesn't have any tricks. But he's got a pretty good swing here if he decides to swing away. Yeah, he's got a pretty amazing swing here. I think I would have just swung away. Okay. So I know he can't do any tricks here. 5/5. I'll take 5. That's fine. Now I guess I don't really want to sacrifice anything to this guy. Not that I could, because I don't have resources anyways, but or I don't have charges anyways. There we go. There's a swing with Ritualist. It's pretty relevant right now. That's not good right now. He's gonna keep buffing that guy up. So now we throw Spider Spawn in front of him. So it looks like, yeah. Hopefully I'll just top deck, just start top decking all the rest of the shards that are in the deck now. So I can finish with this Tormented Ritualist. The one and only Tormented Ritualist. Snapdragon's holding down the fort though, that guy. Ah, I forgot again. I forgot to use my Neophyte again. Ah, I keep forgetting to use this. End step. End step! End step! Gotta use that Neophyte. That's for sure. I hope the music is okay. I did turn it down. I can turn it down, I think, between rounds. I think I can access it from here. Settings. Oh, I can. Okay, we can do it like that. Accept. Just draw on those cards. Yep, keep buffing the Cluckodon. So what do I throw in front of it? Probably Mosquito here. He's almost in Alpha Strike range where you can just like swing the house. Okay, he's gonna do that. Ah, boy. Okay, can I kill any of them? I can throw these two guys here. I can only deal 3/4 next turn. Gain a life doesn't really do very much. I think that's the play. I think that's the block we want to do there. Take down his Spirit Oracle. Although he probably has a trick here. I don't think it matters at this point. There's that wild growth. I think he's got it. Yeah, that's... I think I have to just throw that guy up as a chump blocker. I think he's got it. He's got it. Actually, there's really nothing I can do here. Let's just go to the next game. There's no reason to drag it out and just waste my clock there. Maybe out on the first round this week. Oh boy. Lethal weapon seems really good here. And maybe another neophyte. Making him discard cards, that seems really good. Flyer seems fine, I guess. No, maybe not. Maybe I'll plug in Ductocopter Bot. I kind of like Neophyte, but at the same time I don't. I don't know that I can compete with him. Like, if I put Headless Executioner, he doesn't block anyway, so it doesn't really feel like it's going to do very much here. I think I'll just stick with this. This is fine. Maybe I should have used Terrible Transfer earlier. I don't know. Or maybe I should have waited until like he did all that tricksy stuff to take down my combo. I had the nice combo with Paladin in play. It's hard to say. I'm sure my wife will be happy if I scrub out in the first round, because that means I'm done for the day. I'll play first, of course. Let's hope we get... And actually, I had a pretty good hand last time, too, so, I mean... No! It's... Yep. Story of my life. Alright, we're drawing again here. We need at least two shards. Tormented Rituals is pretty good. Alright, that's decent. We'll keep this. That's reasonably good. We can bury Grave Nibbler and then play Inquisition. And hopefully eventually we'll draw a shard so we can play Tormented Ritualist. We actually didn't even really flood on the last one. Oh, I forgot to change my... You know why I keep losing? I don't change my sleeves. That's exactly why I get bad draws and I keep losing. I think our opponent kept 7, so we're kind of in a bad spot here. Oh wait, no, no! Oh no! I did not want to do that. Oh well. Alright, that needs to not be in here. Gotta be kidding me. Just doesn't understand me. I'm not sure why he would make that block. That doesn't seem like a advantageous block to me for him to make. Yep, that's pretty good. the answer for it. Well, I have feeding. Feeding the young ones will do it. Let's see what he's got in his hands here. Let's see what kind of tricks he's got here. Boy, Cluckadoon, another Warrior of Andronicus, a Squirrel Titan. I think I'm going to take that Snapdragon. That was annoying. Cluckadoon's is pretty bad for me too, but at least I can deal with it. I mean, it'll kill one of my Battle Hoppers, but and gain him some life, which is, I guess, good for him. Keeps him alive. Not feeling great about this match right now. He can do 5 damage here. He's got another warrior. I mean, that's just a really bad board state for me to have to face down with no answers, no real good answers. I mean, I guess next turn I can kill one of them. Yes, I can kill one of them next turn if I draw a resource. Actually, if I draw a resource next turn, I'm okay. No. Draw Battlecry Warlord, which won't do anything. Means I can't swing. So I'm taking 6 here. So I can 2-for-1 the guys. I can block with Battlecry Warlord. Hopefully he'll use his something. Then I can cog Tepidal's Thirst in response. Should just swing, yeah, swing away. I'm not sure why he did that before combat. Cost 1, right? Yeah, only cost 1. Yeah, we'll just let it take 6. Or he may give me 10 here. Should be better for me. I can't feeding. If I draw a resource here, I can't do feeding the young ones because he can just buff out of range. Bonecracker. Don't really want to play Bonecracker here. Play the Warlord, I buff him, he can still kill him anyways. Yeah, I think the play is basically we'll just swing away with Ritualist, and then we will Tepidal's Thirst our Battlecry Warlord in response to him using his one-shot ability on one of these guys. Take 3 next turn, go to 8. We can't play Warlord because it's not a good block. It's got the Rage 1, but I mean, I guess I could have played it and swung through with the speed, but he's so far ahead now. Ugh. Okay, that's not good. I think I lost. At least I get to draw a card here. Now, if he has Wild Growth, then I'm giving up a 2-for-1 here, which I know he has in the deck. Just gonna buff. Yeah, the 6, do the 6 damage now, sure. Might as well. Hey, there's that shard I was looking for. So, can I feeding his guy? No, I cannot. So it's only going to deal 3 damage to his guy. He only does 3. If he wasn't a 4/4, I could deal with him, but he's a 4/4. If I had the other thing, if I had the one that deals 1 for every 1 point of damage for every threshold that I have, then I could deal with him. But I didn't top deck it. So I need to throw up a chump blocker, which will probably be this Darkspire Punisher here. So we'll do that, and then I'll swing through for 3. Yeah, we're in a bad spot. He's got another attacker here too that's going to be coming down this turn or next turn. I'm not sure what it is either. It could be something really bad. I do have feeding. I mean, I can kill something maybe at some point in time. I'm gonna have to sacrifice Bonecracker. Swing, that's interesting. That's kind of interesting to me. Swing with this guy. No, I can't. I want to be able to block his guy with Darkspire Punisher, and then feeding the young ones his guy, so I don't think that I can attack here though, because he's got this guy on 2 charges. I want to attack with this Ritualist, but I feel like he's going to have too much offense, so I'm going to have to chump block something with this Ritualist here. Yep, there's a Cottontail Scout. And an Underfoot Commander. That's nice. So let's see, Tormented Ritualist trades Underfoot Commander. I take 3. Darkspire Punisher to Warrior. He's got Succulent Cluckodon. That's fine. I already knew he had that. No targets for it. Yeah, I think he's pretty much got it locked up. Even though I can survive a turn, it's not looking good. Why can't I? Oh, it's a basic action. Feeding is a... Oh, that's... It's over. It's completely over. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... Good games. Good games. There's really nothing I can do here. There's nothing I can do.